I'm Dayton, and my presentation is going to be on lower back pain. So, just some general information. What is lower back pain? It's pain or discomfort which is localized to the lower portion of the spine, specifically the L1 through the L5 vertebrae. It's very common. There's over 3 million cases reported per year of clients having low back pain, usually self-diagnosable. You're able to recognize that pain in your lower back and diagnose that yourselves. And it's estimated that 60 to 80% of adults are likely to experience low back pain at some point in their lives. There's going to be two types. You have acute low back pain, which is usually short-term. This is the majority of cases. Then you have chronic low back pain, which is going to be persistent symptoms, about 1 in 5 cases, and it can last up to a lifetime if not dealt with. Some common causes. You have muscle and or ligament stress, which can come from overuse, improper form, or an impact, which irritates the muscles in your lower back. There's a variety of intervertebral disc issues, such as the degeneration of the cushion between the disc, which can affect the nerve and cause pain. Also, here we have spinal stenosis, which is a case of narrowing of the spinal column, and this can squeeze the spinal cord and cause pain. So there's a variety of disc issues as well, which can all spark pain for somebody. And here in the middle, here I have a couple skeletal irregularities, kyphosis being excessive curvature of the thoracic spine, lordosis of the lumbar, and these can also pinch nerves in weird ways that'll cause you pain. And see here in the middle too, good posture is key. So some risk factors, age, loss of bone density, that's gonna increase your risk of pain. Also sarcopenia, the loss of muscle with aging. Your fitness level play a role. Weak core muscles and weak postural support muscles will increase your risk of pain. Excessive body weight. Certain occupational hazards, such as heavy lifting, twisting, or up here, the bad posture, sitting all day. That can start to cause you pain. And of course, genetics always play a role. And some keys to a healthy back. Exercise, of course, is going to be number one. When you exercise, you're going to increase the blood flow and nutrients to the back tissue. It's going to increase flexibility, increase mobility, strengthen those postural support muscles that I was talking about, which will all decrease your risk of low back pain. You want to maintain a healthy body weight, reduce the load on your spine. And in your diet, you want a lot of anti-inflammatory foods. You want to increase your bone density. So up here, you have salmon, blueberries, broccoli, pineapple. A lot of good fats, a lot of antioxidants, anti-inflammatories, calcium for that bone density. So some special considerations and precautions for somebody with low back pain going into exercise. You want to utilize a lot of isolation and calisthenic movements, because you don't want to always be loading them with weight if they have irritation in that lower back. It's great if you have them doing body weight stuff. So you prioritize low impact aerobic activity. You want to incorporate lumbar strengthening and stabilizing movements to reduce and prevent discomfort in the low back. You can do stuff like one-arm farmer carries, really going to work on those stabilizing muscles in the core. Yeah, and just focusing on compound movements, the basics. Avoid movements with excessive trunk rotation and hip flexion, because that's going to be stuff that can irritate the low back. And always be monitoring your client for any signs of pain during exercise. And always remain positive, of course. Just some cool little graphics that I found. So this one down here, it shows the increase of individuals reporting low back pain with age. And you see that is a pretty steady uptrend. That back pain increases as you get older. And just showing the benefit of exercise, I also have a research study up here in the right-hand corner that shows strengthening of the lumbar and vertical extensors significantly reduces the chance of low back pain. And if somebody is suffering with low back pain, some stuff they can do at home for themselves. And of course, your intensity and volume should be dependent on how you feel and like what stage of the recovery you're in. All exercise should be low impact. Once again, avoid any uncontrolled twisting movements that could irritate your back. And no excessive loads on the lower back as well. So we can do some aerobic training. If you have a cycle, a treadmill, you can walk. Just low impact, 4 to 5 days a week, 30 minutes. Resistance training, free weights, dumbbells, cables. You can do body weight, calisthenic stuff. For your flexibility work, you want to incorporate a lot of mobility, a lot of hip flexibility and low back work. You can even roll the low back. That should be good. And a lot of balance work for that, postural stability work. And that should be just about it. Almost at the 6-minute mark. I'm looking tight on time, but that is it. Low back pain. Exercise is key as always. All right, thank you.